The long-awaited dye press video. Does a dye press sublimation spray actually work? Let's find out. Hey guys, it's Trey the DIY Ninja, and today we are going to be testing out this sublimation spray by Dye Press. This is the Poly T Plus, and right now we're just going to make this spray. So according to the instructions here, this is what the spray comes with. Instructions and a little QR code thingy to scan to join their Facebook group. These instructions are pretty important, so make sure you read them, but here is a brief overview of the instructions. Basically, this is a 1:3 ratio, so 1 ounce of the concentrate mixed with 3 ounces of water will equal your spray. And if you want to make larger amounts, you just basically double that amount or triple or whatever. And the spray, once mixed, will only last 6 months, so make sure you don't make too much spray according to your use. So let's get our spray ready, and then we'll start with a test sublimation. I have a 100% cotton towel right here, a little face towel that we will be testing it on. Okay, you're also going to need parchment paper, and they suggest having a foam roller, but I don't have one, so we'll see what we can do about that. But they say butcher paper or any unlined paper won't work. It has to be parchment because it will keep it non-sticky, since parchment paper is silicone coated, and it also is good for heat resistance. So let's start by doing our spray. Okay, so depending on your spray bottle and the measurements it has on the side, you might have to do a little bit of conversion and some math. So I have this little like old baby medicine dropper thingy, and it goes up to 5 milliliters, and according to Alexa, 30 milliliters equals 1 ounce. So 5 times 6 equals 30. I'm going to do 6 of these of the concentrate into the spray bottle and then fill up to the 4 ounce line with water. Okay, I'm going to do that and we'll be right back. Okay, so we have the spray mixed up, and I'm just going to use this little mess up sublimation print that I had from previous, where my printer made lines all over the image. And just FYI, if your Epson ET2760 does start printing out lines, you have to do a print head clean and print head alignment in your maintenance, which is in settings. I get a lot of comments and questions asking about that, so that's how you fix that. And it says I have my Cricut Easy Press 2 off to the side, heated up at 330 degrees for 30 seconds. It says to preheat. And I'm also using that cotton washcloth. It's a 12 by 12 cotton washcloth, so it's basically the size of my mat. I'm just gonna lay my press on here and just preheat this. I don't know if it's the preheat for 30 seconds. No, okay, and that's it. So you just preheat like normal, and then we're gonna spray.
You have a foam roller?
Oh, I think, okay. It says to have a foam roller, but I've seen other videos where they just kind of fold it onto itself. So this is a test, let's just see if it'll work. I'm going to spray majority of this since my image is relatively big. I have a piece of butcher paper on top of my mat to protect it. And I'm just going to spray right now. Okay. So you basically just spray the whole area that you want to sublimate on until it's pretty saturated and damp. And then you take a piece of parchment paper and put it on top, and then press it for 30 seconds at 330 degrees. So let's do that. So I'm just gonna fold it over and just press it in like this. It is pretty damp. Even my butcher paper here is saturated. Yeah, it's going through, so I think that's pretty good saturation. adjust my mat. Here, can you pass me a piece of parchment paper, please? Okay, so try to make sure you get a good spray bottle because mine is just spraying everywhere. And you kind of want like a mist, this might be better, but that's all I have, so that's all we're gonna do. Actually I might need another one. It's not big enough.
Do the other way?
This way?
Yep.
It's, yeah, I guess it works. Okay, good idea, good idea. So I have my friend here helping me. And it doesn't really cover all the way here, but I think I'm just going to be printing on the edges, so hopefully that's okay. So instructions say to press with light pressure. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. There is a little bit of a smell. I don't know if that's...
I see the steam. Keep going.
Oh, you see the steam? Okay. Oh yeah, so you should see steam. It's important to see steam. I think this is the desizer. And then,
30 seconds.
I know, just doing a little bit because it didn't cover the whole area. And then we do that again. Move this off to the side. And then you respray, but it's still wet. Is it supposed to be dry? Press until dry or no?
No.
No? It's just still wet? Okay. All right.
Cover lower part, then cartilage.
All right, we're gonna spray it again and then we will tell you the next step. Okay, so now we sprayed a second coat.
20 seconds.
20 seconds at 330.
And then set heat press to 385. And then that's when you wait till it's completely dry.
Okay, so cover it with parchment paper. Press it at 330 for 20 seconds.
Yep, to cure the poly tape. And then set heat press to 385. Wait for poly tape to completely dry. Or then
Light pressure.
this is, yeah. Press what?
I don't know if you're supposed to move it or not, but since my press doesn't really cover the whole area, I guess I'll just kind of move it. This is all an experiment, so we'll see. Because I don't know if you're supposed to put...
Let's set the thing up to 385 now.
Okay. Because can you sublimate on something wet? That doesn't sound right to me.
We're not doing anything on wet.
This is still wet.
Yeah, just wait till it's completely dry.
Oh, you have to wait till it's dry.
Yeah, that means it'll take a while for each one.
Can I just keep this on there?
No, it just says no. I don't think so.
We'll see.
'Cause
Okay,
then
be right
after
back. So since it's still pretty wet, I don't know. I think we might have put too much spray on. So I'm just gonna press it to save time and just to experiment and see if this works. To just let it dry. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. So I'm just gonna kind of just use this as an iron. Because then the next step in the instructions is to pre-press to get rid of any excess moisture. And to me, that seems like I should just dry it with the Cricut Easy Press as much as I can. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. We'll be right back. So right now I'm just hovering my heat press over to dry the towel. Since when I pressed it a little bit, it kind of felt a little crusty. Can you hear that? I think that's the spray coating. And I think in the die press video that I saw online, it said that it washes out if it's any crusty or crustiness, but we'll see. I will do a wash test after this and we'll see the results, but right now I'm just gonna focus on drying it and printing it and see if that works. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, so the towel is pretty much dry at this point. The next step is to preheat just to get rid of directly or on parchment paper.
So use parchment paper, so right?
I don't know, does it say?
It doesn't say.
Oh God, because when you normally preheat for sublimation, you don't cover it first. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Is it still wet?
No. It's dry now. I'll just do it without covering. I'll just swipe it really quick. It's pretty good. So, wait, so they want me to sublimate at 385?
No, we're not. Sublimate with medium pressure at 385 for 70 seconds using 2 sheets of butcher paper.
Parchment paper?
Butcher paper.
Oh, so it's like regular sublimation.
That's what the next one is after preheat at 385.
Okay, I'm gonna. That's weird.
It doesn't even tell you to use a roller, so.
Okay. Sorry guys, this is our first time. Like, I've literally never touched this stuff and I've never tried it or tested it out. We're doing this basically live with you guys together. So let's learn together, let's figure this out. Okay, so basically the instructions say to preheat your garment at 385. So basically for like 5 seconds to just get any excess moisture out. So after that, I increased my temperature to my normal sublimation specs, which is 400 degrees for 60 seconds. I have my image here, my Boba Ninja, placed onto the towel. It's probably not perfect placement, but I'll try to make it as even as I can. Not good enough. And then I have a parchment paper already under here, so I'll leave that. And then put another one on top.
Paper.
I think I could rip this in half. No. What did you say?
That's butcher paper.
Switch my paper?
That's butcher
butcher
paper.
paper. Yeah, it's butcher paper, sorry. And I'll just cover that. Let me just make sure I know where to press. Okay, and this is just regular sublimation at this point. I'm going to hopefully line it up correctly and press correctly. Ooh, that didn't seem right. Yeah, I'm kind of off, so I'm just trying to shift while I can because I haven't applied pressure yet. I'm gonna press this down for 60 seconds. We'll come back to see the results. Okay, 60 seconds is up, fingers crossed. Let's see how this works. So I do see a print on my butcher paper. It leaked through. And let's just lift this up. Here's the moment of truth. There is a stick. Wow! Wow. Do you guys see that? That's pretty vibrant. I'm impressed. Now the true test is whether or not this washes out. Here we go.
It burned the towel too.
Oh, it burned the towel?
The towel's different color.
Huh. Do you see that? I can't really see color, so.
So it's white and then brown.
This is brown?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, maybe because I increased the heat. Well, maybe I should leave it at 385 for 70 seconds.
And it says use 2 pieces of butcher paper.
2 pieces? Oh. But then that was only for the preheat. It didn't say sublimation, right?
Sublimation, 2 sheets of butcher paper. I said that.
You saw me do it. You didn't tell me.
I thought you knew when you used it before, alright?
Okay, well, whatever. It's okay. This is just a test. I'm going to wash it and see if it comes out.
Is the iPad charged? Part is just like it doesn't feel right?
It feels like a little crusty. Like, it doesn't feel like a towel. Like, there, you can tell there's a coating on here. But, I mean, the transfer ink-wise and the vibrancy is really good. I think it's probably user error since I didn't follow the directions correctly. So we can try it again with another towel and see if that works. This time I'll keep it at 385 and put 2 pieces of butcher paper and then do it for 70 seconds. But yeah, I mean, it worked. Normally if you try to sublimate on cotton like this, like, it's not this vibrant, but the true test, like I said, is what happens when we wash it. But yeah, okay, I'm going to just wash this really quick and let it dry, and then we'll come back and see the results at the end of this video. In the meantime, we'll do another test print, and then we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we don't get this yellowing. I've seen other sublimation sprays do this as well. I'm not sure if it washes out or not. Sometimes, in some cases it does, in some cases it doesn't, because if this is a burn, it probably won't wash out. If this is just the spray yellowing, it potentially could, though I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll give it a try. But in the meantime, I'll do another test print and then I'll come back and show you guys. We'll see if that makes any difference. If not, I'll show you the results of the wash test. All right, here's our second test print. This time we followed the directions and we actually sublimated at 385 for 70 seconds, and we used two butcher papers and even a parchment paper on top, and it still caused some yellowing. Same amount of yellowing as the first time? Less. Okay, less yellowing, but still yellowing. So I'm gonna also wash this and dry it, and we'll see what the results are at the end. In the meantime, we're going to I'm thinking it might be just the material of this cotton, since it's a towel and it kind of has like a higher pile. It may be the reason why that's happening, but I'm not sure. But you know, the color transfer is actually pretty vibrant. And if we didn't tape down the transfer because it's just a test, but I think there was some smudging, you said?
Yeah.
That's probably just from moving the press. But otherwise, the color vibrancy and everything is really good. So yeah, there's potential here. We won't know until we wash and dry these. So stay tuned until the end of this video to find out the results. So if it's the material, this is our third test. We're going to try to print onto a cotton, 100% white cotton baby onesie. And we're gonna try to print this, sublimate this image onto it. So we're gonna repeat the same steps, and then I'll show you what the transfer looks like when it's done. Okay, so this time we're doing it on a onesie, and we lint rolled first and then repeated all the same steps. Here is the reveal of the sublimation press. Let's see how it turned out, if it yellowed or not. Let's take a look. Oh, did you tape it?
Yeah.
Okay, and we heat taped it so that the image wouldn't shift. Ooh, that looks really good. Is there yellowing?
They're not yellowing, there's that print of the square.
Oh, just the press of the square. Can you leave it so I can see? Wow. So how come there's no yellowing this time? What did we do different?
Maybe it is material.
It was just the towel
fizzling
material? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it does work. Okay, should we do a wash test on this?
Yeah, hold on.
Let me get a closer look too. What do you see? Because your eyes are better than mine. Is there something wrong with it? Does it look good?
Still recording?
Yeah.
Oh. I think it's the print.
What do you mean?
Because there's lines on here, but then this one there's no line.
Huh? Wait, you didn't see it before you pressed it?
Yeah.
Does it look like a design or does it look bad?
It looks like a design, it's fine.
Okay.
But it's like it's not.
It's
wasn't
not
like
clear.
The printer, I don't think, but also then.
Wait, it was. Oh, so the printout, the transfer printed out fine, but when we pressed it, there's lines.
Yeah.
So it's from the spray application. It wasn't even.
No, not the spray. It's like, it's even though. All the lines are even.
Then where'd the lines come from?
I don't know.
Okay, that's weird. Is it the material of the onesie?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because I can't see it from here. I'm gonna zoom in really tight. I still don't see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, don't move it. I'm just zooming on the camera. I don't see it. But I don't know. I'm sure it's there if you see it, but I don't see it. I don't know. But other than that, how does it look?
It's even with tape down. There's just smudge marks.
There's still smudging?
Yep. They're right here in the corner. I don't know why.
Is it the same corner as the other test towel?
Yeah.
Strange. Okay. I don't know. Okay, so I would consider this a success since there's no yellowing, and the lines that he's talking about is actually just the fabric. It's the fabric line. Since this is a onesie, it's stretchy. Yeah, it's just the stretchable fabric, the lines. But I know in socks they put a sock jig in to pre-stretch it out so that it prints in between the lines, but I've never seen anyone do that on a onesie. But I mean, to me, this looks pretty good for sublimating on cotton. This is not red, this is pink. So for a pink, that's pretty vibrant. And as long as it didn't smudge, but that's probably user error since he probably moved the press, even though he did tape it, but I didn't see how well he taped it, so who knows? But the true test is to see if this washes out or what it looks like when it washes out. Also, the feel is a lot better. Did you use less of the spray than the first 2 times on the towel?
I use more actually.
You use more? Maybe because the towel is so absorbent? I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't feel as stiff as the towels. So it has a better hand feel to it. And even when I washed the towels, I washed it by hand and the stiffness did go away. So that's a good sign. I'm just waiting for it to finish in the dryer. I'm not sure if we'll have a chance to wash this out or not, but I'll have him send me a picture of what it looks like when it's washed out, because he's actually making this as a gift for one of his friends. So I'll have him ask his friends after they wash it to take a picture for me if we don't wash it here today. Okay, all right, let's reveal the final results of the wash test coming up next. Okay, sorry, side note, but I just wanted to share with you guys to make sure to cover your work surface with something, because this poly tee does kind of like get really crusty. It created like a big crust ring on my table and ruined the surface, but I've used some 100%, what is this called? What is this called?
Nail remover.
Like nail polish remover, but there's like a name to the chemical, I forgot.
Remover.
No, hold on, let me look at the bottle. Okay, so I used 100% acetone nail polish remover to take it off. It mostly came off, but there's still a little bit of spots. You really have to like scrub it and soak it in and rub it. Use a lot of elbow grease. So to save yourself the trouble that I just went through, make sure you cover your work surface. Okay, now on to the final reveal. Okay guys, drum roll please. Here are the results after the first wash. This is the Boba Bay Ninja towel, and you know what? I think it came out pretty good. There is a little bit of yellow tinge because I think I burnt the fabric. So if you do use the Poly T Plus, make sure the highest you sublimate at is 385. So here's the first one. There is a little bit of a yellow tinge, but otherwise color saturation, like there may look like some inconsistencies because of the pile of the towel, but you know what? That's pretty good for 100% cotton, I must say, especially after the first wash. Really vibrant, really clear. I mean, like if I zoom in closer, you see it's the pile from just moving it, but not bad. I would blame it on the material more than the sub, because the sub looks pretty good to me. Like it's not super clean, but it's pretty decent. It can just be like a distressed look. Okay, and so if you're like, oh, well, I don't want that on my shirt, we'll see what the onesie looks like. But here is the second test print that we did, and it did seem to fade, but then again, the instructions afterwards, when we reread it again, it said to wash in cool water and dry on low. And I washed in super hot water and dried on high. So that could have contributed to the fading. But the black one, the black Ninja that I just did, didn't really fade as much. So it might just be based on the... And he also, sorry, I'm like skipping all over. It might be based on the color of the ink, but he also didn't press this with enough pressure. So just the press itself was already just human error. But I would say for a sublimation 100% cotton, this is also pretty decent. And this one has no yellow tinge. Oh, and I forgot to mention, or I probably did mention it, but I'll reiterate it again, that the stiffness washed away completely. So it feels totally nice, like a regular towel again. And the yellowness is gone. So on this one, when he used the double parchment paper method, this was double butcher paper and parchment paper. The yellow is gone, right? Yeah, yellow is gone. So yeah, it just kind of faded through the wash because I washed it on hot and dried it on hot. And then for the big reveal, drum roll please, is the onesie here. And the onesie had no yellowing, no stiffness. I think it came out really nice. Like that is a sellable onesie to me. Like that is clean. The results are actually a lot better than I was expecting. Let me know what you think about the die press Poly T Plus. outcomes in the comment box down below. Like, would you use this as a substitute instead of buying polyester garments? Because you'll save a lot of money buying cotton ones and then just putting the spray on. Or was the process just too tedious? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, ring the notification bell, thumbs up this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, so we have been busy making onesies all day. Every onesie you see here is made with the die press Poly T Plus. Oh, except for this one. Sorry, this one is printable vinyl. Here is the Poly T Plus. Isn't that cute? Drinking buddies. I think they came out really nice. Here is another one. And this one here, this one's really nice too. So yeah, it definitely works if you follow the directions. Here is another one. Here is another one. And another one. And another one. Okay. Looks good. Let's get a really close up. See how clear it is. But my camera will focus. And that's pretty good. 100% cotton. That's legit to me. Let me know what you think in the comment box down below.